How's everybody doing today? Welcome to the Foothill Grill again, the chef's culinary class. Today we're going to learn about knife skills. This is going to be the first in a series of knife skill videos. The first thing I want to start with is knife safety. So if you were to start chopping on this, the board's wiggling. That's not very good, not very safe, and not to mention stuff that you're prepping for food that's going into my meals will look like crap, so we don't want to do it that way. We want to do it the right way. So move your cutting board aside. You're going to get a damp towel. Always in here, use a damp towel. I'm going to put that down. And now she doesn't move. And we have our 8-inch chef's knife. There's about 50 of them in this kitchen, so plenty for everybody. First thing I want to show you is the grip. So you don't want to hold it like this, like you're committing a murder. You don't want to hold it with your thumb on top because it's going to be out of balance. You want to get your knuckle up on it like that, so it's stable and steady, right? Just like that. So the first thing we're gonna do today is I'm gonna show you how to dice an onion properly and slice an onion properly. First thing you wanna do is cut off the top end, then we're gonna cut it in half, and you're gonna peel it. You don't want those few top layers of skin. Keep your cutting board clean, please. This one we're going to do a different way, so we're going to cut off the end. You notice on this one, I left the root end on. So dicing, slicing. First thing we're going to do is go, I usually just do one, do that way, and then we're going to go down. Go across. And you get perfectly even dice. So now I'm going to show you two different ways to slice this onion, and it's already been peeled, the ends have been cut off. What I want you to focus on though, I showed you the knife grip, but you also got to learn about the claw, which is, they call it the monkey claw, you call it whatever you want, just keep your fingers out of the way. It's as a guide, so as you're moving, your fingers move with it, right? If you come up too high, that's when you're going to cut yourself, so you keep it low. So the first way you can slice this onion, notice how the fingers are, right? They're back. You can go this way and get nice slices like that. Or you can rotate it this way. Obviously, you guys aren't going to go that fast right now. You're going to go way slower than this. So now I'm going to show you how to properly peel, mash, and mince garlic. This would be a bulb of garlic. This would be a clove of garlic. First thing I like to do is snip off that little end. Get your knife, flatten it. Peel comes right off. Once again, fingers out of the way. All the way down. Clean it off, and then you can just go back and forth with the rock chop and mince it as fine as you'd like. So now I'm going to show you 3 styles of chopping. You've got a tap chop, which is going to go down through this carrot, and then there's a cross chop, where you hold your fingers on the front end of the knife and you move back and forth, and anybody can learn this in like 3 minutes. And then a thing called rock chopping, which is when the knife goes through and glides through, not hammers down on something. So first thing you're gonna do is tap chop. So you hear? You can hear it tapping. Notice how my knuckles and fingers are moving back as the carrot moves. So keep moving like that. And then you're gonna set this here, and then you do the, so that's the tap chop. This is gonna be the cross chop. And then you just start moving stuff around. And this is one of those things where it depends on what you're doing. You go as small as you want, as big as you want, but you kind of get the idea. So you just rock back and forth. So you got the tap, right? And then you got the cross, goes across through it. That stuff out of the way. Bench scraper, something to scrape into. Super quick. Wipe that knife blade. All right, You got a bell pepper, this is the easiest way to show you. Before you do this in chef's class, be sure you take these stickers off. They end up in the food sometimes and it makes me very angry. So we'll do one side of this. All you're gonna do is around. You wanna avoid all those seeds and veins in there. So if you were to go straight through this on a tap chop, it's gonna make a mess. It's gonna kind of smash the peppers. So we like to glide the knife through on a rock chop. Hear how smooth that is? And you go all the way down. And you can make fajitas. Now I'm gonna move on to a potato. I'm gonna show you how to do a knife cut called bâtonnet. Basically, it looks like a French fry. But the first thing you wanna do with this is square it off so it's easier and safer to use. Move that, trim these ends. So now you got a nice piece of potato to work with. So then we're gonna go down off of there. You can stack a couple if you want. And you got a kind of a cool French fry there, right? So those are just a few of the knife cuts you're learning right now. We will do more in the knife skills video series coming up later this year.